The Elder Scrolls Online. Okay, so if you don't know, this is a series where I draw new fan art every single day for a whole year, starting on the first of the year and I'm ending on the last, hopefully. Yeah, but today, Elder Scrolls Online. Not a game I'm familiar with in the slightest. I think I made a list a while ago. I can't remember which video it was on, but I talk about which games I'm just not willing to draw. And I said all the Elder Scrolls games. And I would not draw this game if it weren't for a coworker that I have. She is like a MOBA person. And she was telling me about this character. I look it up and I was like, oh, that guy's pretty cool. And then I kind of explained this series, not really in full, but I was like, yeah, I'm trying to draw like new fan art every single day. So I might use this character to draw, or whatever. And I said it kind of offhandedly, not like actually with commitment to doing it. But she took it pretty seriously, and then she keeps asking me if I've drawn it. So now it feels like kind of like like I need to do it. And if she ever hears this, I don't think she would. But if she ever hears this, I was happy to draw it. It's not like, oh my gosh, my annoying ass, coworker. No, I was happy to draw. I did feel a little extra pressure, that's all. But that's fine. That's okay. I think this one turned out pretty good. So I had a vision to make it look, I saw some art online. It was like a 3D artist. I don't know if it's from the game. I assume it was like just fan art of like this character. I can't remember his name, so don't ask me. It's like Arox or Arox or something like that. Maybe I can remember it. But he's like a little rat guy who is stuck in the body of a rat, but he's actually like this demon lord or something. So the fan art I saw had the little rat guy with the demon as the shadow, which is what I did. But they had it in a different position. I really like the idea of having him like scratch his ear, like look kind of pathetic and meek, and then this crazy big shadow thing in the background. I also think that this is not shade to that artist, the 3D artist, at all. I think they did really good and it inspired me a lot for this drawing. But I don't feel like it was that grabbing towards the shadow in the back. I wanted more emphasis on the shadow in the back. I wanted it to almost be the centerpiece of of this one. I think I struggled a little bit with the colors on this one. This one and the one before, the Among Us one, I think I made maybe a tiny bit too dark. This one is better than the Among Us one as far as lighting goes. But even in the last one, I say that I wasn't happy with how light it was. And then I made it too dark. So I don't know. Will I ever be happy? That is the question. But yeah, so now I'm like debating. I'm not really someone who talks a lot at work. I have been opening up more to my coworkers, especially compared to my last job, where I just refused to talk to my coworkers at all. Speaking of which, one of my coworkers from my last job is now working like 2 cubicles away from me, and don't really like working with her. I feel like I have to get together with my current coworkers and be like, hey, this person, I'm not a fan of that person. Please do not talk about me around that person. Please do not, I want to set like a bunch of boundaries. I don't know, is that cringe? Is that corny? I don't actually care. Let me know in the comments below, but I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, coming in and making some what's this word? Bricks in here. I was so smart to add the brick lines on a separate layer than the backgrounds, because then I just come in here, I make it a little bit more yellow, and I love that coloring so much more. I get to keep the red in the grout areas while still keeping it sort of like yellow and like dull looking. Really like this. Oh, we're done. Okay, see you tomorrow.